hear me good. I'm driving. It's raining. It's thundering. There's a squall warning, whatever the fuck that means. It means that like the winds are just really bad. And it said severe warning. I don't know. Currently, I'm being passed. Sir, it is raining now and there's a warning. I'm not gonna go speeding. I'm already going too fast. Anyways, getting passed again. Okay, listen, they're not just passing me, they're passing the person in front of me too, so me being embarrassed for being passed. Basically, also, I'm at my trailer right now. Like, I'm in buttfuck nowhere. So I'm greasy. I'm, like, hungry. I'm joking. I actually just ate. But I do need a coffee. My phone's pretty much dead, so I'm trying to charge it. And there's just, like, a lot going on right now. But I had a revelation, like, yesterday, and I kind of want to talk about it in case anybody else might be going through the same thing. I'm not going to go into specific details, but it just has to do with like a lot, so I wanted to talk about it. So okay, we'll start off with this video right now is for people that feel like they're just constantly in a shitstorm of like trauma that like they don't feel like they're perpetuating, but like that just happens to be around them. So for example, maybe you have a lot of family issues, like you have a really fucked up family and it just brings a lot of like drama, chaos, or just maybe like, I don't know, I can't really think of another example that wouldn't be your fault. Like maybe just like things that have happened, family members dying, things happening, and it's just like you have a lot of issues and fucked up family life shit because of that, but it also could be other things. That's what I'm thinking of right now. So basically where I'm at is I had this revelation that like, yes, I have this fucked up past, and in a way I can't get away from it because it's a part of who I am, but also I'm at this turning point in my life where I'm being made aware by somebody else in my life that like they didn't actively tell me this, but this is what I came to the realization, that I'm letting my past define me. I'm holding on to it too tightly to the point where it's going to destroy future relationships if I don't let go of the past. And so I'm at this like huge point in my life where I could continue holding on, continue doing what I'm doing, or I could let it go. And letting it go doesn't just mean like mentally, I'm letting go. It means like there's certain people and habits and things that I need to let go of for this past to not define me anymore. And I had a fucking mental breakdown yesterday because there's certain things that may come up in the future where if I let go of these things now, it won't fuck me over in the future, but it will just be really hard. Like there's certain things that I'll have to do on my own. I'll have to face on my own if I decide to cut these people off, if I decide to cut these habits off, like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't feel ready for that, but I also don't, it's almost like, if not now, then when? Like, it's almost like I'm sitting here asking myself, like, do you want to be doing this forever? Do you want to be the type of person that is defined by their past, holds on to the negative things that have happened and lets that define their future relationships? Like, I don't know, it's hard to talk about it without going super into detail, but basically it's like, you can't hold on to everybody, especially, and okay, here's the thing too, another reason I'm having a hard time is because I came to this realization that a lot of the people that I've held on to in the past, I hope you guys can hear me through all the rain, a lot of the people that I've held on to from the past were people that were there during the really hard times, and it's almost like, okay, but what is the relationship you have with these people? Is it a real relationship full of love, full of vulnerability, full of loyalty, true loyalty, or is it there because either you went through hard times together, or they were there for you through hard times? And for me, I realized, like, okay, like, these people, are in my life because they were there through the darkest fucking parts of my life. They showed me what it was like to have fun again, to be free. And now that I'm kind of out of that, like, I'm not out, you can't really get away from certain dark things, like especially a family member dying. It doesn't just go away, but it's not like an active thing anymore. Now that I'm away from that part of my life, it's kind of like, okay, I'm associating these people with that time period, and I don't want to let them go because I feel like I have such a strong connection to them, but I realize, like, it's not even a connection, it's attachment. It's an attachment to the past. It's an attachment to them being there through all those hard times. And then you also face this, like, guilt of, like, they were there for me through all that hard times. How can I just cut them off after they, like, have done so much for me? But basically, I'm at the point now where keeping them in my life is not serving me anymore. It's hurting me, and I'm having to reevaluate what the connection means. And it's just fucking hard. And if it's not a person, it's an attachment. Like, I also start boiling that down. I was like, okay, like, why do I feel so attached that I can't let go? And it's like, because you're scared of having to do certain things on your own because these people have been there through the hard times, and if you cut them off, who will you have? And it's also like an attachment to the happy times that they brought you when all the shit storm was happening. Like, it's just a lot. But then I'm thinking, because I keep wondering, okay, like, I want to call, like, more real relationships into my life, more emotionally vulnerable, deep, connected, healthy relationships into my life, but those past relationships are affecting me being able to form new ones. So it's like I kind of have no choice, and if I don't do it now, it's just putting it off and potentially ruining future relationships. So I'm just like, I don't know if anybody else can relate to that, or if you know what I'm going through, because I know I'm being very vague. I can't talk about certain things, and it's just stressful. And yeah, like, part of my mental breakdown also came with, like, a lot of guilt, because I realized, like, oh my god, I'm perpetuating, like, my parents, like, how, or just not even just my parents, but anybody in your life that you know are one of those people where it's like, oh, they have so much going on, and it's like they can't help it, but they could, but you feel bad because it's hard for them. It's like, I don't want to be one of those people. Like, yes, things have happened and you can't move on from it completely, but at the same time, I don't want to be one of those people that just is a shitstorm and then it brings into other people's lives, and that, oh, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Like, this drive-through is stupid. Yeah, basically, I don't want to be one of those people that, like, constantly has a shitstorm around them, and then their shitstorm affects other people because they have, and sometimes you genuinely can't help it. Like, sometimes you genuinely can't help it if you have a lot going on and you need support from your friends and family. But I don't want to be somebody that constantly has shit going on and then everybody has to deal with it, and, like, you know what I mean? I just don't want to be one of those people, and I feel like I am. This is, like, really stressful. I don't know who designs these drive-thrus where, like, the line goes into, like, the parking lot so then people can't move. It's, like, really stressful. But anyways, sorry, I keep getting, like, my train of thought lost, but basically I feel like I'm becoming one of those people, and yes, certain times it's necessary, but other times it's like, okay, you could make decisions and choices that are not from a place of trauma or fear or whatever, and it's time for you to pull your pants up and process this on your own, because it's not anyone else's job to do it for you. And it's really hard, but it makes you feel really cool and, like, empowered when you do realize that, because then you're like, I'm breaking, why does this make me emotional? I almost just started bawling. But it's almost like, I'm breaking generational curses because my past people never realized that they were perpetuating these things onto the people around them, and the fact that I'm able to do it is really good. Like, it's really good. So yeah, like, And unfortunately, which makes me feel really guilty, I had this realization because I hurt somebody in my life. And sometimes that's like that's the only way you really get wake-up calls. Well, not the only way, but like sometimes we go on autopilot for so long that we don't realize subconsciously like we're doing these things, and then when you hurt somebody, it's like, holy shit, like you can either make the change or you can be a victim. You can be a victim and be like, oh, I did this because of all my trauma. It's like, yes, you may have done that because of your trauma, but that doesn't mean it's okay. And it's like, I'm trying to get real with myself and not be a victim. I don't want to be a victim. It's like the victim and then you turn into the narcissist. I don't want to be one of those people because I've been surrounded by them my whole life. How do you think people become narcissists? Like they get neglected and they have all this trauma, and yes, it sucks, but then they become so conditioned to like victimize themselves and never hold themselves accountable that their trauma becomes like their badge of honor. And it's like hard. It's really hard because me personally, I want to speak about my traumas. I want to speak about things, but I also want to hold myself accountable. And I have so many things from my past that I want to do stories on this channel, but I also need to like be like, this is what I did. I fucked up in this way. And I feel like I've done a good job at doing that. Like before I started this YouTube channel, I used to post a lot on my Instagram stories, and I used to talk about things from the past, and I would be like, oh, I did this, I fucked up. Like I have admitted my wrongs before, and I just want to continue doing that because it truly feels like a breath of fresh air to not only talk about things that happen, but then also talk about the ways that you perpetuated it. Because you're not always just a victim. Like, yes, sometimes in circumstances you truly are a victim of horrific trauma, but there are other times where it's like you are perpetuating that, and it takes a really like keen eye and a really strong self-awareness to like even be able to see that you're doing that, like truly. So if you are somebody that's going through the same thing, you feel like, which way do I go? You feel like the same, and you feel like, oh, like I know there's things I need to change, but I don't know if I'm ready. You're ready. Like, trust me, you can do it. I believe in you. I know you have the strength. Like, I know that you've grown from things before, and this is just another thing that you're gonna grow from, and that you're gonna become, once you're through it, you're gonna be such a stronger person. You're gonna be more peaceful. You're gonna be a better person, because it's not that you're a bad person, but if you don't address these things, you will only become like worse. You know what I mean? And I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to be a narcissist. I want to talk about my trauma and help people heal from it, but I don't want to use it to define me, and I'm tired of it defining me. And I do it a lot, and it's going to be a long battle of like getting out of that mindset of like your trauma defining you. Like, it's really fucking hard to not fall into that, and it's going to be a continuous battle of like trying to not be that type of person. But it starts with me letting go of things from my past and being like, yes, this person, these habits, whatever, they're making me feel connected to my past. They're making me feel safe in a way, but they're also keeping me stuck, and I'm not growing. And it's time for me to grow. It's time for me to become better, like do better. That's what my brother would always say. He would always say, do better. And it's time for me, I can feel it. It's time for me to do better as a person. And that's just the realization I came to. I don't really know if I have anything else to add. I will update you guys on how I feel after. But one thing actually I want to add before I go is, if you are in this place with me and you feel like you want to let go of things but you don't really know how, I would really strongly suggest doing a cord cutting ritual. So basically, and you don't have to do the whole like candle aspect of it, but I feel like it just solidifies it for me personally. But what I do when I need to move on from something is I write a letter, either to the person, or if it's just like a situation, I'll just write all of my feelings and I'll cry. I'll get all of my fucking emotions out. I'll get all the ugly, all the fucking sad, all the angry, everything. And once I truly feel like I've gotten it out, I also will add in the letter like what I've learned from it, because you kind of want to do this when you're really at a place of like I'm done with this and I've gotten to a place of like I'm ready to mature and grow. Like you don't really want to end it on a note of like still wanting it to work out. You kind of want to end it on a note of like, thank you universe for showing me all of this and I'm done. I'm fucking done, but thank you for allowing me to heal through this. Then when you're done the letter, you have like 2 candles. One is white, one is black, and the white one represents you and the black one represents the energy that you're getting rid of. And you can light yours first, then the other candle, and you tie a string around it, and you can light the candles and let them burn down until the string breaks, or you can just light the string and fucking break the cord. And I'm telling you guys, like, this whole thing combined, like the cord and the letter, you will feel renewed. It's like getting rid of so much baggage. But again, you don't have to do the candle if that makes you feel uncomfortable, like you think it's witchcraft or something like that. I don't know, but for me personally it really helps. But again, even just the letter and just burning the letter is like sufficient enough. But yeah, I would suggest trying that, and that's what I'm gonna do because I've never done the letter thing with this specific situation that I'm in, and so I'm gonna try it because I just don't want it to define me anymore, and I am ready to let this stuff go because I don't want to hurt people in my life. I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to let my past define me, and I'm just ready to move on. So if you guys are with me, I wish you the best. I believe in you, and I know you can heal and become your best self. You don't need to be stuck in the past, and yeah, I believe in you. So my name is Sydney. If you like my vibe, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!